All right, Mr. Ananomo, please, quick one. Now, 2026 is approaching. Many people are saying, look, once it's December 31st, I will go and take all my money out of the bank. Not be my money government go tax. What is your take on that?
No. I think we have so many misconceptions about those is. People always ask, will the money I keep in my bank account be taxed from 2026?
Yes.
The answer is no.
How?
Just having money in your account is not taxable. Nobody will tax you where you are not, where you don't earn income.
Okay.
If you keep your records, you will be more safe.
Welcome to True Lessons in Motion podcasts, a space for entrepreneurs, intrapreneurs, and dream chasers.
Welcome, everyone. This is Michael ABANYE, your host, True Lessons in Motion podcast. I'm excited to have you here today. Today, we are looking at a subject that's actually critical as we approach 2026. Many of you have asked, this new tax reform, what is the benefit for the entrepreneurs, and the dream chasers? And these are my constituency. What do we stand to gain? What do we need to watch out for as we approach 2026? Today, I have a guest with me, a chartered accountant by profession. His name is M.A.I. Ananomo. Once again, welcome to our podcast today, Mr. Ananomo.
Yeah, welcome for this great opportunity given me to explain the much emphasis on tax reform that is coming in 1st of January 2026. And we have a lot of doubt and about the reform, because we have those who were supposed to pay tax that are not pay tax, and those who were not supposed to pay tax that are pay tax. And based on that modality that the reform come to play, although it's not the first time they have been reforming the tax system in Nigeria. Even in 2020, there was a tax reform which give rise to even exemption of 25 million and others. This is also improvement of that. It's not new as far as Nigerians tax reform are concerned.
It's concerned. All right. Thank you very much once again. And I want to believe that our audience will gain practical know-how on how to go about 2026, looking at the federal government new tax reform. And if our global audience, you still have something to learn, this cut across every nation, because whether you like it or not, as a businessman, as a businesswoman, as entrepreneurs or dream chasers in your countries of origin, you pay taxes. So this is actually subject to really look out for. Thank you once again, Mr. Momo, for coming.
Yes,
Mr. Ananomo for coming. I want to thank you for coming to True Lessons in Motion podcast. So let's begin. Quickly, just give us a rundown. What's your experience like? For how long have you been practicing?
Yes, I've been working under a chartered accountant for more than 12 years now.
That's good.
And I've chartered about 3 years to 5 years now. I think in terms of taxation, it's not something that is new to us.
That's good.
We can deal with every aspect and give anybody any explanation or whatever he needs in terms of tax system in Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. So practically you spent close to almost about 10 years in the industry, but about 4 years you became chartered. Thank you for that. So now let's go straight to our question of today. Now I want to ask you this. From your experience as a chartered accountant, what is the most common financial or tax mistakes individuals and small business owners in Nigeria are making today that could seriously affect them in 2026, considering the new tax reform? Small business owners, individuals working in an organization, what are the mistakes they are making that can affect them as we approach 2026, considering the tax reform?
Yes, that's a good question. It says that, we have a popular say that in Nigeria does not care whether the business he or she is running is making profit or not. He spends the money the way he likes and others, and at the end of the day he fall back and say, the assessment so amount, or the assessment so amount, whether the assessment given to him was or the assessor assess depend on the record he gives. Majorly, most businesses, most small enterprises, they don't keep record. And if you don't keep record, you give them to tax office to give you best of judgment as an assessment. BOJ, that's it. Because if you don't have record, then the tax officer meets you and he want to assess you, he has no option that to give you best of judgment. He uses his own discretion.
Yes.
Oh, this Mr. Man, you have been operating this business. Okay, you was so, you was so.
Amount.
That is what that's what they call a BOJ. They use their own discretion to assess you.
That best of judgment.
Best of judgment, yes.
So that is to say, for those of us that don't keep records, as we approach 2026, we need to be more careful and be able to implement immediately, start keeping records.
Yes, even outside the it's so much noise about the tax reform.
Yeah.
Every businessman supposed keep a proper record, because there is no income that is not traceable to an expenses. A purchase must made before you make a sales. If there is no purchase, you cannot make a sales. Or if there is no service, there should be income. You understand? That is how it's supposed to be. If you want to run your business, if you assume you are chasing a dream, you have a future, you want to aim big, you want to start a life. The first, if you are thinking of entrepreneur, that this is what I want to do, you've discovered an innovative skill that you want to develop. The first thing you do is you register that name, create a name for it, and register it with Corporate Affairs Commission, which is the first legal issue, the entity that will handle that company. After registration of that company, you now went ahead to take, after the registration, you went ahead and go straight to the Federal Inland Revenue and register your company or your business name as the case may be. That this is my business, so I want to open a file with you in terms of any tax related issue. Whether you are exempted or not, you are supposed to go and register. It is there they will now give you tax identification number. It is that tax identification number that is a code to that company. Anything that company wants to do, it is that tax identification number that will be used in tracing that company. Whether you want to open a company account, or you supply a market, somebody want to pay you, it is that TIN number. Then after getting that TIN number, if you have not, because anything can happen. You might plan something now and the thing didn't work out. Even when you open the company, you open the file with the FRS and your business has not commenced. You don't have any worry of tax payments. You will be paid tax because you don't pay tax where activities does not take place. Therefore, your file is there, you don't have any problem. But there's always a default of not opening a file within the FRS within the first 18 months of your incorporation.
First 18 months.
First 18 months of your incorporation. They can decide to take it upon, decide to take it against you. Okay, you understand? That is that. Then after that, once you commence business, the first thing you do, you get books. If there is revenue, you should have a record for it. If there's expenses, you have a record for it. So any external person that will come to you in terms of anything, because outside the tax, they will have other government establishment that will also always come to your business for one or two compliance details. it is those records you present to them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you might fall into those who are exempted from payment of tax, or you pay, depends on the way your record shows.
Yeah.
For that is a way forward. A documentation must be your watchword.
As we approach 2026.
2026.
It's not something you can play with.
No,
So if you are doing it business as usual before, as we approach 2026, you must keep proper records.
It's even funny if you're not keeping a record. How do you know that you are making profit or loss in that business? Eh? We are just living anyhowness.
Yeah.
Because you are a director of a company. Yeah. Somebody just I'm going to somewhere, just pull out of pocket, give the, whether you are the money you are able giving the person, it is the capital of the business.
Yeah.
Who will know? Because records are not kept. Records are not kept.
I agree with you, because one of my mentors, we just had a session with him not quite long, said something about his friend of his that actually run an organization, and the secretary of the organization is his friend's girlfriend. So each time he takes money from the account of the organization, the girlfriend also take, is our money. So you take, I take, the company must progress. And if it does not progress well, good for the company. So proper recording is very important for us to be able to grow and scale as we approach 2026. Thank you. Now, the other thing is this. There are some women. Okay, let me say there are some people that are into business, especially, let's say, our local sisters, our local brothers, our local mothers.
Normal traders.
They are normal traders. Oh, they are running business and they are running multiple millions monthly. And they don't have a business name. They don't have a limited liability. So how will those people case fare as we approach 2026?
Yes, because,
Sorry, sir. Sir. And they open an account in their own name.
Yes, there's...
not registered.
Yes, there is nothing bad about that in the sense that, everybody cannot be the same.
Yeah.
You understand? We can't force our mother to go and open a business name or a limited liability or otherwise because they want to do a business. You cannot sell somebody that is selling tomatoes in the market to go and open this thing.
Good.
But on the other hand, once he has an account, that account can also be used in assessing such a person.
Okay.
You understand?
Personal account.
Yes, now, because now is this. There is no difference between Mr. Michael Agbaye and Mr. Michael Agbaye Venture.
Okay.
There is no difference between them.
They are the same.
If you have a business name, the business and you is the same. It has no entity concept. Okay. They are no different. Okay. It is only limited that is different from the owner. Okay. The quote and unquote, the so-called owner is only a promoter in that limited.
Okay.
It is that limited that pay because of his promoting it. He pays. He gives the promoter as a form of remuneration.
So indirectly, even if you are the director of a limited liability company, you are a staff under the registered limited liability company. So as he pays your staff, he also pays you salary.
Not that you are a staff, you are a director. There's a difference between an employer and employee.
Okay, good.
Now, since you are a director, you operate the business.
Okay.
What you do is every month, you create you establish a culture that every month this company is paying me so and so.
Yes.
You must make sure it pays you. Once it pays you, you can pay. It pays you. You send it to your own personal account.
Okay.
It is that personal account. Any of your personal expenses.
Okay.
That will be taken care of. Not the company's
direct account.
Direct account. Okay. Because a limited liability is separate from the owner.
Okay.
You cannot from your company pay your child's school fees.
Okay. It's an offense.
It's an offense. No, account. No. It is the money, the remuneration the company is paying you.
Okay.
You suppose from it pay your child's school fees.
Okay. But you know, sorry, sir. You know, sometimes the way some of us operate these things, sometimes when you want to pay any expenses, as whether it's a company expenses or not, sometimes we just transfer from the company account.
No, sometimes.
For example, just to have mentioned now, children's school fees, fuel
for
house expenses,
fuel for your
entertainment,
even fuel for your personal car.
Yes.
You cannot use your company money to fuel your personal car.
What if it's an office car that the company bought?
If it's an official car,
yeah,
it's allowed because that company, you are not the owner of the vehicle. It is the company.
Yes. Okay.
It is the company. The same way you have your personal car, the same way that company has a personal car.
Okay. So they are both separate entities.
You understand? Because if you spend money because you are a director of a company,
yeah,
you fall into a problem where the tax authority asks for your book, which you cannot explain.
Okay.
Which you cannot explain. Even when you stated there that I pay this. At the end of the day, they will remove those expenses for your personal payment.
Yeah.
Personal expenses, they will remove it from your book and add it to the profit of the company because they are disallowable expenses.
Okay.
They are not expenses that is allowed for a company to incur.
Well, wonderful. Thank you very much, Mr. Momo. Well, I hope you are gaining something from this insightful session. If you are just joining us, this is True Lessons in Motion podcast, and I've been discussing with Chartered Accountant, the person of M.A.I. Ananomo. Thank you very much, Mr. Ananomo, for coming to this section. This is an impactful thing. So you mean that as a company, limited liability company, you are not expected to pay for your own personal expense with your company's account.
No.
You can only pay for your own personal expense with your own personal account.
Yes.
That's what you're saying now?
Yes.
Oh, this is wonderful. So many of you, our viewers out there, I hope you are learning something from this. Please, as we approach 2026, it is something to really take note of. In case you are joining us and you're getting value from please do us a favor, hit the subscribe button now, share this and like this so that more people can get to know about this. You can just be saving someone as we approach 2026. Thank you. Now, Mr. Ananomo, let's comment quickly. Now, I asked you this question before, for clarity's sake, I need to also clarify this. Because there are I'm also concerned about people out there doing business, especially for our mothers, as I said earlier. Now, as we approach 2026 now, many of these people have millions tied to their names that they put in the bank account because they want to know they sell, they rebuy. So what is your advice for them? And they don't have enterprise, they don't have limited liability company, they are not registered. Yeah. With this new tax reform, how will it affect them?
Yes, no, the problem is that no law that has no human face.
Yeah.
Is basic. If they identify your business, you are a tomato seller.
Yeah.
Buy and sell.
Yeah.
You might not also have a problem.
Okay.
Because once state comes to you, you tell them your business. You understand? In fact, those evil category of persons are even exempted from payment of tax.
Are you sure in this 2026 review?
Not that they exempt them, but because of the way they operate.
Okay.
The authority is not even focusing on them.
Okay.
Because it's first and foremost, it's even very difficult to assess such person. First and foremost, how can a tax officer be working from one table in the market?
Yeah.
As we are in Benin City, just go to New Benin or this one that is closer to us here. I will be going to one
market shop.
One person to another. Yeah. Have you paid this? No. It's not.
It's not feasible.
No, it's not possible. It's not possible. It's not going to. It's not going to possible.
So, but professionally.
But although, if such person is assessed, it as you know, first and foremost, it's assumed such people we are even looking at.
Yeah.
It is very difficult that no huge amount will even enter into their account. If you have a reason why a huge amount into your account and they draw your attention, you go and explain. It is when you don't have explanation for any money that comes into your account, that is where the problem lies. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, most of all those things are, they are not just starting now. Even before now, if your account, if you have been operating a savings account,
Yeah.
and your threshold
Yeah.
that always come into that account is 50,000, 70,000, 100,000, 90,000, 1,000, and unfortunately 20 million enter your account. Even bank will place hold in that account. It is when you want to do a transaction, they will tell you no, you don't. There is a problem. There is a problem in this account. You go and meet
your bank,
your
bank
officer. Go to you will go there. They will ask you a question. How come about this money? You explain yourself. At the end of the day, if your explanation is tenable and I think they can office your account and you continue your business. You understand? But we must keep the habit of documenting our business, our transactions. Those who sell in the market, are they actually or are they capable of documenting their transaction? The answer is no.
Yeah.
You cannot tell my grandmother who is selling akara to go and be documenting. Is it possible? If he's illiterate or he doesn't know how to do, is such person fit or capable to employ somebody to help him or her to do such? The answer is no. You ask akara to employ even a secretary. Let forget account officer now. Operate a secretary for your akara business. It's not now.
Okay.
It's not possible.
I think I have an observation to what you just said. Now there's a woman I know.
Yes.
She sells food.
Yes.
This local food.
Yes.
But now she has upgraded because she has been selling food for almost 20 years.
Yes.
But that's where she trained most of her children.
Yes.
And now I think one of her sons, I heard there recently, one of her sons now is now a graduate married.
Yes.
Now upgraded the business.
Yes.
The last time I went there, in fact, this week I went there, I now noticed that this shop, the local shop is now, I would say, a semi-standard eatery.
Yes, an average.
Whereby the woman now does not do anything. I only just to stand in one corner and be collecting money and be giving them POS.
Yes.
But it has upgraded.
Yes.
Now, these people, from the little statistics I took there, she is selling nothing less than, in a month, she's doing an inflow of minimum, what I checked, there's about 5-6 million.
Yes.
So, in that case, now she started as a local man.
Yes.
Now she has upgraded.
Yes.
What is your advice to somebody like that?
That is about life. Every business, whether small, if you are starting, you start small.
Yes.
And your target is to be bigger.
Growing. Yeah.
As you are upgrading, you also upgrade with the system.
Okay.
Such business supposed to have a business name.
Okay.
You understand? For them to track the
income
inflow
of
that inflow and outflow of that business.
Okay.
Because without that, it can also not check whether that business is growing or not.
Okay. I think from what you have said, I think the whole essence of registering your business legally and also be able to ascertain if you're actually making profit or not is by keeping proper documentation, proper records. Whether you are a business name or you're a limited liability, you must have a proper record tracking system.
Even as a person, as an individual, you can keep record to know, because it is when you keep record, you can also check your excesses.
Yes. I agree
Such for you to limit your extravagant life.
Yes. Yeah.
If you just have 20,000 into your account.
Yeah.
Because you are expecting another 10,000 next tomorrow, you spend this one out. You understand? Without checking whether if that one fail, how you go to survive within the period before you get another one. You understand?
Yeah.
You must keep yourself check.
Yeah.
For any eventuality, because first and foremost, John M.A.I proposed 3 motives of holding money.
Okay.
3 three motives. One is precautional motive, transactional motive, and speculative motive.
Okay.
Because as a person, opportunity can just come. As we are just here, they want to sell that thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the original price of that thing in the market is 50,000. You just hear they want to sell it for 20,000. If you have money in your pocket, then you can seize that opportunity.
Yes.
Purchase that thing.
Yeah. That like savings, personal savings.
Yes, that is one of the motive.
Yeah.
Which is speculative motive. And also, even as healthy as you are, anything can happen.
Of course.
You can fall sick.
Yeah.
If you don't have savings, if you don't have anything, how do you
manage that period?
Manage that period. You understand?
Yeah.
That precautionary, you must take precaution for anything you do, so that you will not go and meet who you are not supposed to meet for help.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you tell the person whether the person is having or not. You will say, he doesn't want to give me.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
Those are the problems that most of us we are having. We don't keep record. I think we should develop the habit of keeping record, so we can check our SSCs and
Thank you.
Check if whether your business is making progress or not, and as an individual whether you are growing or you are not growing.
Thank you very much.
Because it is where you save, you can invest.
Of course.
If there's no savings, you can't invest now.
That's true. Where will you get the money to invest? Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Anna Nomo. Thank you. I think I will have to pronounce this your name before we are through. Now, quickly, the second question I want to ask is this. Many people now earn, because I am also an advocate of different streams of income.
Yeah.
Now, some people earn income from salary.
Yeah.
Some earn income from other side hustles. Some earn income also from forex. Maybe these are online inflows. Now with this new current reform, and sometimes some of these people have all this inflow from these three. Let's take, for example, three minimum inflow now: salary, online, and also side hustle.
Yes.
All is flowing towards one account.
Yes.
Most likely personal name account.
Yeah.
With this new reform coming, I speak for creators mostly. How will they be able to differentiate so that they won't be taxed heavily?
In this case now,
yes,
if you can do online business,
yes,
you cannot be, I cannot say you are a novice.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
There's ignorance is not an excuse in the law.
Yeah.
Therefore, if you are into such if you are that type of person, I believe you should register a business.
Okay.
Whether business name or a limited. So you can monitor your transaction. You can dedicate one for this, for your online, for your other stuff, for you to trace. Because if you are having a multiple income, a time one might not be generating income for you.
Yes, that's true.
You depend on others. So you now know the period that this one is fetching me money or not.
Yes. Yes.
You understand? So you know, at the end of the day, you will not use one income to
servicing all the taxes.
Others. At the end of the day, you say you are living. Meanwhile, you are not, because of you lack proper record of transaction. Because your cash flow must be hit at. Your sales revenue is your inflow. Your sales revenue, your account receivable, the loans and investments.
Okay.
They are cash inflow. You know what comes to your business as revenue.
Okay.
You know what account receivable, what people are owing you.
Okay.
As a business, and you know the loans that you took from anywhere.
Okay.
Into the business. They start as inflow.
Okay.
And also the gain from your investment. The investment you invest somewhere. What they pay you, all these are inflow. While the outflow are those expenses, account payable, loan repayment and taxes. they are outflow.
Outflow.
You are giving out.
Okay.
Since you are giving out, they become an outflow to the business.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I think you really explained this. Now, quickly, at what point should someone move from? Now we have established that if you are doing business normally in this new current regime as we approach 2026, you are expected to have proper bookkeeping. Yeah. That's number one. We've established that. Then number two, also you're also expected to, at least as your business begin to scale or grow, have at least a business name registered. That's the minimum.
Yes.
So now, at what stage are you supposed to do that? To now upgrade that business name to limited liability company?
That also depends on the mindset. On the mindset of the investor.
Yeah.
Or the business person. Because first and foremost, if your income is growing,
yes,
and you are, although it does not really have a time where you migrate from a business name to a limited.
Okay.
That's why I said it's a mindset.
Yeah.
But it is better if you are growing to some extent, you migrate from business name to limited because of tax issues. Because I believe it's very easy to solve such tax issue with
limited
FRS, Federal Inland Revenue Service, to State Inland Revenue Service.
Okay.
Because your business name is handled by state revenue. That is that. Because there are some expenses they will not allow you to claim on it.
That is the one for the state.
Yes.
Okay.
They will use your body language and assess you.
The body language to assess
yes,
you.
What I mean by body language in the sense that if you hold a filling station,
yes,
whether you make sales, they assuming you have money.
Okay.
There's no amount of preach you preach to somebody to tax authority, state tax authority that you that has this filling station and they have been seeing inflow of vehicle from your station and you say you cannot pay 200,000. You can't compare such person.
Yeah.
And there are also some person their business occupy little space in the market, but they control billions.
Of course. Yes. That's true.
It is those persons are the one that should be afraid of the reform.
Okay.
They should be afraid of the reform in the sense that their bank transaction will be hidden as such.
As such again. Yeah, it will not be obvious. But it can be traced.
Yes. You understand? I think that that is it. But in limited, once you are in limited, if your books are kept properly, you can always get your record, and once your account is prepared, you submit. Once a data is written to you based on your account you submitted, you carry your books and go to them. If actually what you recorded is what you said to them, you will have problem. If except you impute an expense that is not allowed just to pay lesser tax. But for the reform, once your revenue is below 50 million, you will pay tax, but you must file.
That is, are you talking about for limited liability company or also for business registration? Is it for the both of them or for limited liability?
No, it's for limited liability.
So FRS takes care of the limited liability aspect.
Yes.
So the state takes care of business name.
Yes. Another issue is business name value added tax is also handled by FIRS.
Okay.
Federal Tax Agency.
Okay. So can you give us category of value added tax services?
No, value added tax has no category. We have value added tax has there are some business that are exempted from VAT, not payment of VAT. Why that are there are business that are vatable?
Okay, so can you give us one or two examples?
Yes, business that are not are exempted from payment of VAT are those selling food, normal basic
On the roadside,
food
like
on the
your
roadside.
local food
Yeah,
sellers.
yes,
Okay.
they are not vatable. Then those
Services,
medical service, medical equipment,
lab tech,
yes, they are exempted.
pharmacists.
Yes, they are exempted from payment of VAT. But you know, even I know you just made mention of pharmacy.
Yeah.
You know, for this current period,
Yeah.
there is no pharmacy that is exempted from payment of VAT because why? Sorry, pharmacies are exempted from payment of VAT.
Okay.
But it is very difficult for you to see a pure pharmacy.
I don't understand. Can you explain that?
Yes, that is purely on medical sales.
Sales. Okay.
A pharmacy that has supermarket.
Because that is the new trend now. They have supermarkets.
A pharmacy that has supermarket.
Some of them will have eateries.
Those supermarkets are not others. Those items
some have bakeries.
Yeah, so those items are, but no, sometimes bakeries are
part of.
They are
under.
Yes, exempted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. Those other things they say that are vatable. How do you now
separate it?
You understand? That is that. We know VAT is we have so many misconceptions about VAT. That's the fact. VAT is a multi-stage process.
Okay.
Multi-stage in the sense that at the end of the day, the body fall on the last consumer of that product.
Okay.
The last consumer. Okay. Not you, the seller.
Okay.
You won't suffer anything because let's assuming you are selling you are selling electronics. You purchase electronic to resell.
Yeah.
As at the time you are purchasing it, VAT was added to it. You pay VAT on it. Therefore, when you now sell it to the final consumer now, you also add VAT to it.
Okay.
You understand? Therefore, that is where input and output VAT comes about.
Okay.
As at the time you are purchasing it to resell, you incur input VAT.
Okay.
When you now sell, you now collect VAT.
Okay.
You now receive output VAT.
Okay.
Now let's break it down. If you buy electronic for 50,000,
okay,
to resell, and VAT is added to it. In this case now, let's assuming 1,000 naira is added to it.
VAT, yeah.
You pay 51,000 naira.
Okay.
For that original electronic that was sold for 50,000.
Yeah.
Including VAT now is now 51,000.
Okay.
Now you went to sell such electronic for 60,000. When you are selling it for 60,000, you also added VAT to that 60,000.
Okay.
The person pay you let me assume say 61,500.
Okay.
Now, at the end of the day, if at the end of the month you want to file the VAT, you will bring the one you pay before.
Okay.
And the one you collect.
Okay.
The difference is what you will remit to tax authority. Because the VAT that you suffer at the time of purchasing that item. You will suffer it again.
So you will take that one.
Yes,
first. You will now also take the one you want to also give to government.
Yes.
So really you are now saving yourself. You collect the one you pay for the input VAT, and also the one you are going to sell that you are going to remit to FIS from the same customer.
Yes. you understand, not the same customer now,
Okay.
from the same product.
From the same
Because you pay,
yes,
you receive.
yes,
The one you receive, you know, it is because we are not electronically documenting our books.
yeah,
Otherwise, as the person is buying it,
yeah.
the VAT element should go straight to the
FRS.
authority. Or if you have a system that
Yeah.
collect
Yes.
all the VAT
VAT, yeah,
for the period,
yeah,
at the end of the month, you will now check those items, those purchases you make,
yeah,
those VAT you pay.
Yeah.
You now remove it from the one you collected.
Correct.
You now pay the difference to FRS. But what you see today is that they will collect, they will
Okay.
keep it,
okay,
they will use it. That is why when FRS discover such,
yeah,
they will assume you've used their money to trade. They will add interest and penalty for not remitting what you're supposed to remit to them.
okay, sir. Thank you very much for that explanation. Now, very quickly, I think God, I've not really been able to get. I want the nail to be hit on the head. Now, what I'm trying to ask is, for example, you started business small. Now you register a business name.
Yes.
And maybe take, for example, your monthly income then when you started was about 100,000. Now
Yes.
you register a business, your monthly income let's say is about 500,000. Now your 500,000 now jump to let's say 2 million naira. So it's what financial stage
You don't
of
have-
income are you supposed to now
enter
say less
limited.
limited?
No. That's why I say it's a perception. It does not have a limit.
Okay.
It doesn't have a limit.
Okay, what is the advantage of the limited and the advantage of
that what I stated before?
okay?
Now, in the legal term now,
Yes.
limited liability has an entity concept.
Okay.
If Michael Limited
Yes.
has a case
Yes.
with its customer
Yeah.
and they took it to court,
Course. Yeah.
and the judgment was not in favor of Michael Limited.
Yeah.
If Michael was indebted to such customer,
Yes.
they will seize anything that has to do with anything that Michael Limited has
Okay.
in its name
Yes. Yes.
in place of that
Customers payment. Yeah.
but in terms of business name,
Yeah.
Michael Venture, if he has similar problem,
Yeah.
everything that even the bed that Michael is sleeping with in the house, it can be used to offset such
loan facility.
Yes,
so generally, the limited liability has a more legal coverage.
Yes,
because they treat the limited as an entity on its own.
As the Michael Limited is having a problem,
Yes.
Michael Limited will hire a lawyer
Yes. To fight the case as an entity.
case for it.
So if even the person wins, it's only the limited will be affected.
Yes.
The everything that Michael has is separated.
There's an exception.
What is the exception?
Except that
Yes.
the court now find out that the promoter of that Michael Limited hide other some certain things to commit that fraud.
Okay.
The court will now say, okay, they will now lift the veil of the corporation.
Okay.
Just as a curtain is now.
Yeah.
You now remove the curtain. Please, so now something like they cover this thing. Make we remove am. Make we actually deal with the person where he perpetrate this crime.
For they will now go deep down.
Yes,
but that is rare because
it's not rare. It also it also depends on a lawyer, because assuming I'm a lawyer, if I'm suing a company, I should sue a director along with it.
Okay, the both sides.
Yes, the company will carry a lawyer and the director will also carry a lawyer.
Why?
That is it now.
No,
Because
this one you are saying now. Don't go and give them this one because this one is actually the tough part.
no, that is
How
also
we be suing the company and be suing the director and center.
Yes,
If the company if the company meets the fine, the director also should meet the fine.
that is the more, that's why I said even Nigerians, we don't read, we follow trend, which is not fair. You understand? It doesn't. It does not tell the true story. We follow trend. If it says that now, you always read on the pages of newspaper. EFCC arrests Nigeria Limited and the director.
Yes, I think I've read that news before.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because he used that company to commit fraud. They know that he's the director of the company.
Okay, they sue the company and also sue the director.
Yes, and most of those contractors you see, most of those company who are scored after giving the contract, at the end of the day, they sue the director along with it because they discover that most of the company, in the practical aspect, they are abstract. They are abstract. Somebody is always behind them.
The scene.
Somebody is always behind them. You only hear of Atigraph agency sees property belonging to social company.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What about the individual who was involved in?
Who perpetuated the evil?
You understand? That's
Thank you very much. As we begin to wrap up now, many people fear taxes because they believe that compliance will reduce their income. In reality, does proper tax compliance help people save money or lose money? And why should people worry?
Yes, if as an adult, if you earn income, you're supposed to pay tax. Nobody will tax you where you don't earn income.
Okay.
If you keep your records, you will be more safe in the sense that anybody that comes to you, you have record to give the person, give the authority. You have the record of your inflow and outflow. By the time you check the outflow and inflow and outflow, the difference is what you'll be considering whether you are to pay taxes or not.
Okay. I understand your point very
because there is no sales without purchase. There is no income that is not traceable to something. If money must enter my account, it's either access something or I render service.
Okay, sir. I think let me put it this way. Now, for example, somebody wants to start a business. He borrowed 5 million naira from a loan, let's say for a microfinance bank. And at the end,
loan is not, you don't tax loan.
But the money is now, the loan payment is now paid into his company account to run the business.
You don't.
So how will you categorize that?
You don't tax loan. The way you categorize it, you will not even put it as form of your inflow, as your revenue.
So how should they categorize
You cannot pick it as your revenue. So
what should that name should be called? Because you don't talk about keeping proper records.
If you keep, you understand, you have sales.
Yes.
Just as I mentioned earlier. You will have part of your inflow is your sales revenue, your account receivable, your loan receivable, and your investment. Now, if any amount enter your account and it is loan, anybody that is picking the records for tax purpose will not pick that loan. For not picking that loan, it also reduces your revenue. You understand?
I'm getting your point.
Let's assume for the year, your inflow is 50,000.
Okay.
From the 50,000, there was loan of 5,000.
Okay.
It assumes your revenue is 45,000.
Okay. Okay. It's clear now.
You understand? It assumes your revenue is 45,000.
Okay.
The loan excluded.
Okay. The point I'm trying to get at is Now, if the person is getting the loan, no microfinance bank to give,
Yes.
for example, you want to take 5 million or 10 million,
Yes,
no,
yes.
they won't give you cash.
Yes.
They will have to transfer.
Yes.
And most of they are also more safer for them to transfer to a corporate account.
Yes, now it's yes.
So,
Now.
what should that money should tag as when they are paying? It should be tagged as loan.
It's loan now.
So there must be a tag attached to that
Yes,
particular
now
thing.
it should be there now. Loan, because if they are paying into your account,
Yeah.
you supposed to have a narration that this money, I borrow it.
Okay.
It's a borrow money. If they are lending you money, they will put it there.
As
You
loan.
understand? Yes. The interest that we always follow is an expenses to the company.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand?
That's true.
You see,
Now, what of, for
why
example,
does it affect?
What if, for example, a director now wants to loan his company money?
Yes.
Now, if he wants to loan his company money, he now
Yes.
pays in. For example, now Michael now pays through his own personal account
Yes.
to Meko Allied Nigeria Limited
As pay a narration of loan. Or
as
borrow.
narration of loan.
Yes.
Now, will FRS
Yes.
not see that this director is sending money? So, who means if I'm sending such money, I must tag it as loan.
If it is loan,
It must be
that
tagged
must
as
be
loan.
documented. Yes.
So, at the end of the year, FRS will not say, this also and so info came in.
No. Even the info, if you pay money to the director, pay to the company, even though you didn't tell me to loan,
Yes.
and from your book,
Yes.
it must be there if you are keeping a proper record. There's supposed to be one of those books where that will appear that it's a director loan to the company. It will be picked as long as
there's a proper record kept for it.
Yes, there will no special.
But because one of the things I studied also now because now for people that have multiple businesses,
yes,
and they have just one single account. I was just sharing with you about my own story now.
Yes.
How should they separate it now? Because now some people have about 3-4 different businesses and all is being paid to one account. In this new regime, is it advisable to still be doing that, or we should separate it?
See,
and they all have inflows of millions.
All this is
go
down to proper records.
Okay.
That's the simple truth. If you are selling pure water,
yes,
you have a pure water
factory, for example,
record, book, what comes in and what goes out.
Yes.
You have a shoe this thing, what's coming and what goes out. You understand? At the end of the day, you harmonize the books together, make it one single document, because if you are reporting to FRS, it is one document you prepare. You understand? You will harmonize them together.
Okay. But don't you think for some people that have intention of scaling the businesses and they have, let's say, 3 multiple businesses and they have turnover of, let's say, close to about almost some couple of millions on a yearly basis, now don't you think it's advisable for them to separate each account for being able to keep proper records?
Depends on the person.
Yes.
If you want to separate the businesses,
yes,
you can separate the businesses.
Does it have any advantage or disadvantage? Considering the new tax reform?
For me, I would say it should have an advantage in the sense that there might be some that fall in the category of tax exempt.
Okay. Can you just name one kind of thing I can fall into?
Tax exempt it means that the company revenue is not up to 50 million for
that's the tax exempt.
Yes, now.
Good. Okay. The one that I see 50 million.
50 million
will
be taxed. But they are still looking at it whether to jack it up to 100 million and not another 1st of January. Now that is where we know whether it is that same 50 million or 100 million.
Thank you very much. So you are listeners. This is True Lessons in Motion podcast. You have been listening to Michael ABANYE Insights, and we are having our guest today is no any other but M.A.I. Ananomo, certified national accountant. Once again, thank you very much, sir, for coming. Now, as we begin to round up now, what are the major red flags that attract audits, penalties, or attention from tax authorities?
Yes.
And how can business owners avoid those issues legally and confidently as we approach 2026 reforms?
One of those red flags in a business in relation to taxes is default. non-compliance.
Okay.
Non-compliance. Because, as I said before, you register a company without opening a file with FRS. You know you already
You are in error.
error in doing so.
Okay, sorry, sir. Just to bring you back quickly because of our audience are joining now. Now, you are supposed to register a company with FI once you register once you open
Once
the
you open
company
the-
within
once you
how
register
many
the
months? What is the
company.
duration time?
With 18 months.
Maximum, like 1 year, 6 months.
Yes.
Okay, good. So if you
You
fail to
understand?
do that,
If you fail to do that, you've already against the.
there's already a
the
default
tax.
penalty.
You are already against the system.
Okay.
They can take it against you, or might be lucky that
Yeah.
you might be lucky to skate through it.
Yeah.
And another thing is, we are FRS. They are fully automated.
Yes, no, that's true.
Now, there are some taxes you will file on a monthly basis, and the one you file on a yearly basis.
Can you give examples, sir?
The one you file on the yearly or monthly
Monthly
basis
basis.
are the VAT.
VAT, value added tax.
Yes.
Okay.
And in respect to the state,
Okay.
the payee is also
Personal income tax.
Yes.
Okay.
Payee is also on a monthly basis.
Okay.
And also, withholding is also supposed to be on a monthly basis, withholding
Okay.
tax.
Okay.
You understand? Then, failure to file
Okay.
attract penalty. First default, the penalty for VAT for first default is 50,000. And subsequent month for that same month attract 25,000.
Concurrently.
Yes, cumulatively. You understand? Therefore, for 12 months, if you have default in 12 months, you should expect about 1,950,000. Yes, sir. That is that. That is why sometimes now I said compliance is the major problem. Whether you are exempt or not. If you are exempt, what stop you not to file immediately as at when due? For not filing, you create a problem for yourself. At the end of the day, you'll be shouting, the system is not favoring you and not that. You understand? We must follow the laid down procedure for us to
Thank you very much.
live in harmony with our business.
Thank you. You know, one other thing I also want to ask, sometimes some entrepreneurs or young business person may not really know. Because sometimes some of them is, I will go give my book to chartered accountant, he charge me millions of naira. Now, for example, for a young person doing business that probably wants to be tax compliant considering this new tax reform, then what should they be looking at? I want to get an account to probably work on my books or probably balance my book from at the end of the year and also file my VAT for me. What should be the minimum requirement? What kind of, because of course, as your level grows, also be able to also choose the kind of accountant or tax advice you also want. So what should be the minimum requirement that a business should say, okay, this is what I'm willing to pay, or this is what the minimum I can pay for a chartered accountant to be able to audit my book. Yeah.
No, as it stands.
Yeah.
Not you understand, as business to get a professional to look at your book depends on who you are consulting.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why if you are taking a SAM as a lawyer to handle issue with you, you can also tell the SAM that please, I will be paying you so and so.
Yeah.
You know the benchmark that you know what you cannot even measure in terms of negotiation of prices. That the same goes to the chartered accountant.
Do they have different categories? I think they are all the same. Once you are chartered, you are chartered.
You don't have category. Once you have the requisite, you can do it. Even in this tax reform, a business person a director can file his own taxes
if he knows how to do it.
If you know how to do it.
Without even seeking the help or the counsel of a chartered accountant. But what if the person wants to balance his book at the end of the year report?
Not the person. There are things you cannot say.
Yes.
It's a personal basis.
So, for example, for business owners that wants to, maybe, at the end of the year, you want to balance your record.
It does not have a price tag. We don't need to discuss. This is no.
What is the minimum entry?
There is no minimum entry.
Based on
Once
your
you consult,
based
you have
on
yes, the person, the professional you are consulting, both of you will agree on the term. So
Because
the best thing is that
Yeah.
at least you want to a businessman always want to minimize costs.
cost, yes.
You understand? You understand? You will always agree on what you can afford.
Okay, for example now, let's take a minimum amount. A businessman, young person,
Yes.
wants to audit his book at the end of the year.
Yeah.
What's the minimum the person should be planning for to be able to have an account, chartered account? Just a minimum entry.
There's no minimum entry. There's no minimum entry. There's no minimum. If you have a friend
Yes,
who will render you a free service
yes,
without collecting money for you, is he not going to do it?
yes. But for example, I don't have a friend. I want to seek the counsel of a chartered accountant. What is the minimum I can say? I won't do this thing, no, but I need to be able to have 70,000, 100,000, 200,000.
No, it's a power of negotiation.
Power of negotiation.
Let me just say it.
Okay, the power of negotiation.
Yes.
So if I have 100,000, I can be able to meet the chartered accountant that can help me out.
That's why
If I have 70,000, I can be able to meet the chartered that can help me out.
That's why I say power of negotiation.
Now to you, our viewers, please. Now, as we get ready for 2026, please, we need to pay attention to these things. Now, some of us actually we are doing ourselves a disservice by not actually using these people, because sometimes they can also help you to get out of trouble, especially with the FIRS. Also, if you are not careful, if you feel you can do it alone, you can also get into trouble. And at the end of the day, you end up paying more. Just as you have heard him say, defaults of not paying VAT over a cumulative period of about 1 year is close to almost ₦1 million if care is not taken. So just imagine, and you have to pay maybe something less than that at the end of the year. I think
Sorry,
it's wise.
that penalty is not payment. It's not filing.
Okay, it's for
not
what?
Not filing.
For non-filing of VAT.
Yeah, not for not payment.
For not filing of VAT.
Yes,
Everybody,
for not filing at all is different from not payment.
okay, the not filing of VAT for
Yes.
people that are tax exempted in that category of 50 million.
Everybody is the same.
Good. Now, my question is this: can a business owner file his own tax by himself if he knows how to do it?
Yes. You
Without
can
the
fight
chartered account?
yes, you can fight VAT on yourself now, because at the end of the day, when you are opening a file with them,
Yeah.
the access to your company is to you.
Okay.
You understand? It's just that a lot of us don't pay attention to some things. You know, nowadays social media sometimes has caused us a lot of negativity.
Yeah.
Instead of you to focus on the real thing that will benefit you,
Yeah.
it's better you go to you'll be suffering for
cut corners.
some things that are not that will not even help you in your business.
Thank you very, very much, sir. Now, who means a business owner can actually file his own VAT?
Yes,
if he knows how to go about it.
definitely.
Then what the business owner needs is the end of the year, the one you call
Audited
financial report. That is where you need a chartered accountant.
Yes.
And that is where you can now, based on negotiation power, you can actually, and I think you cannot get somebody.
That is when you are a
limited. Okay, good. That's when you have that's when you can do the audited report. Yes, that's true. But for a business team, you really do not need that.
Yeah, you don't really need that, but you only need that if you want to secure loan from the bank.
Okay.
They want to check your cash flow, whether you are making it or not before, because they cannot give loan to a company for 3 consecutive years. They have been making losses. They also believe that you will not meet up with the payment of that loan.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Anna Nomo. As we begin to wrap up now quickly, just 2 more questions. Now, our constituency is intrapreneurs, and dream chasers. Now, for an intrapreneur working in an organization, and they are being deducted by personal income tax based on their salary, what do they stand to gain, or what should be the advantage or disadvantage as they approach this?
Yes, definitely. You know, sometimes we are not doing the right thing. At the same time, we claim that the system is not favoring us. Now, as an employee, before anybody you work in any organization, first check if they remit or they deduct your taxes to the tax authority,
Okay.
because you stand a chance of helping yourself,
Yes.
in the sense that maybe after working for an organization for 3 years,
Yeah.
you want to do anything that require your tax clearance,
Yeah.
and you discover that the organization you'll be working with has never remit any of your taxes to state revenue. You now give the state revenue to give you arbitrary assessment
Yeah.
to go and pay before tax clearance is issued to you.
Yeah.
But if you work with an organization and for 3 consecutive years they have been deducting, if you need tax clearance, all you need to do, know the tax office that is charge of your company, of the company file. Go there. I need tax clearance. So they will now check whether your name have be
with them, be
in their record for those. If it's there,
and that's the minimum. You have to do that within a minimum of 3 years.
3 years, yes.
For you to get tax clearance.
Yes. Let me not even 3 years. Let me assume say 4 years.
Okay, that's the minimum. Minimum 4 years.
Yes, because the last 3 years must appear on the tax clearance.
Okay. So what is the advantage of the tax clearance?
This advantage is for, first and foremost, is easy access to your opportunities.
Just name one.
Now, if you want to travel out,
okay,
the embassy require your tax clearance.
Okay.
If you don't have it, you'll be denied.
You mean it?
Definitely.
What are people that don't have tax clearance and they are traveling? How do they do that?
I don't think there are some persons that want to go to, that will travel out and don't have tax clearance. It's either a company is sponsoring them. Okay. They presented the company they work with.
Okay. The tax that can also clear them.
Yes. Because especially when I travel to, especially most of those Western countries, they take tax serious. If you are not tax compliant and you are leaving your country, the tendency of you also invade the tax where you get there is also there.
So that is to say, as we approach 2026, the issue and the area of taxes has to be properly documented. You need to take your records very seriously. You need to keep proper records. You also need to look for a way to also register your business, structure your business in such a way that to be able to avoid tax default. And so you don't begin to fall into the government penalties and what have you. Now, the last one before I will release you to go. If you were to advise our audience, as I told you earlier, we have an audience of entrepreneurs, and dream chasers. Just 3 financial actions they may take before 2026 to remain compliant, to reduce stress, and stay financially stable. What should those advice be? Because everybody is actually jittery now.
Yes.
2026 is coming.
As an entrepreneur, I think the first thing to do to be on the safer side is to register your business if you have not.
Okay.
Yes, after that, you go to tax authority and register as a vatable person.
Okay.
And most important one, after that, you try to keep your record, your sales book and other record that ledgers that will enable you to trace your business e-commerce, e-flow and outflow. I think those are the basic thing. Proper
documentation.
Without proper record, you fall into the hands of those who will divorce you.
All right, Mr. Ananomo, please, quick one. Now, 2026 is approaching. Many people are saying, look, once it's December 31st, I will go and take all my money out of the bank. Not be my money government go tax. What is your take on that?
No. I think we have so many misconceptions about those. People always ask, will the money I keep in my bank account be taxed from 2026?
Yes.
The answer is no.
How?
Just having money in your account is not taxable. Only the income you earn, like salaries, business profit, and interest, is what can be taxed.
So if I have a savings, It can't be taxed.
No.
What if somebody pays money into my account?
Any money in your account can be taxed.
Your savings account.
Any money in your account can be taxed. The only money that can be taxed is the money you earn. Salaries,
Okay.
profit. You know, profit is derived from that money you are saying you have in your account.
Yes.
Once you give a report,
Yes.
there's supposed to be income and the expenses. And then the way profit come out of it is that profit that is taxed.
So not necessarily any money in your account.
No, any money that is in your account, somebody the tax will just they will just deduct tax from your account. It's not going to be so now. They are not
Now,
going
to you,
tax
our audience, you can hear from a certified accountant. Now, if you have savings in your account from general, don't be afraid your money will not be taxed as long as it's not salaries. It's not something you receive from salaries.
your book record, the book you presented today is what they are going to tax.
Good.
They are nobody is deducting any money from anybody's account.
All right. Thank you very much.
All you need to do is any money that is coming to your account must be for a purpose.
So there must be a narration.
Yeah, there must be a purpose, yes.
So there must be a narration. Somebody is sending you money for general, but you must say, please narrate, put narration, school fees or salary.
It must be something. Yes, it must be
So
something.
once it's not properly identified, who means it can still be taxed?
No, it can be taxed, but it is better you do so.
There should be a narration to be on the safer side.
Yes.
But to you, our audience, once again, we want to thank you very much for joining us today. This is True Lessons in Motion podcast. As you have heard, any money you have in your savings account, as long as it's not for business, but it's not salary, it won't be taxed. So it is wisdom for we, as we approach 2026, to have the service of certified professionals, whether it be certified accountant or certified national accountant or whatever, in any field, as long as they are asked to do professional services
of accountants.
It's important for us to have them as we approach 2026. And we'll be speaking with Mr. M.A.I, Mr. M.A. Anna Namo. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. We have learned a lot from today's. I want to believe our audience will get value for this. Please don't forget, share this, like it, and see you in the next episode. Bye for now. No one lives long enough to make all the mistakes. We learn from those ahead.